Okay, so we got to talk about Stephen A. Smith in today's video. Shout out to Dreamers Pro. I saw this video on his channel. And he had put out the audio of Stephen A. Smith giving Brandon Ingram the Kyrie Irving, Lamar Odom treatment. And what do I mean by that? Well, remember how Stephen A. Smith used to go at Kyrie Irving.
I would never give him a long-term contract again. He cannot be trusted. I'm going to be calm when I say this, Key. We are witnessing one of the most delusional athletes in American history. He's lost.
Do you think that Kyrie is worth all of this drama?
No, he's not. He's not worth it at all. A matter of fact, let me say this straight up and down. I think Kyrie Irving should retire. I think he should announce his retirement today.
And remember the infamous clip of Stephen A. Smith saying that Lamar Odom was on crack.
I'm going to try to keep my composure.
A few moments later.
His very first move as the executive was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack.
Phil or Lamar? Phil or Lamar?
I don't mean to be. Listen,
distinction.
I love Lamar Odom, the person, and God bless him. We're wishing nothing but the best. But metaphorically speaking, he saw his first move as the executive of the New York Knicks was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack.
See, you can't Google a lot of these type of sound bites from other ESPN on-air personalities, but Stephen A. Smith is that guy that continues to do this type of stuff to players. Let's not forget what he said about Andrew Wiggins.
Got outscored 28-0 in that span where they missed 18 straight shots, nine of them three-pointers, okay? Those are historically bad numbers. And the other day I brought up about Andrew Wiggins on the jump when I said I'd give him away for a box of cookies.
And how currently Stephen A. Smith has been calling Kawhi Leonard one of the worst NBA superstars.
I'm dead serious when I say this. Kawhi Leonard is the absolute worst superstar that a team can have. Period.
In the most recent news about Kawhi Leonard, Stephen A. Smith was going in on Kawhi Leonard just because he was accepted to play for Team USA.
Team USA made headlines today when they announced the full roster for the Olympic Games in Paris this summer. The roster is a who's who of perennial NBA All-Stars. LeBron, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, etc. You see all the names up there. USA Basketball is led by Managing Director Grant Hill, who met with most of the 12 invitees you see here on the screen. The final commitment came yesterday when the team secured Kawhi Leonard to complete the roster. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no way in hell that Kawhi Leonard should be on this team.
Stephen A. Smith did what he always does. He went strictly for the attack, and he went back as far as 6 seasons ago to call out Kawhi Leonard's injury reports and other health issues. Stephen A. Smith, he didn't do that to Joel Embiid, somebody who has only played, 39 games this season, but yet Kawhi Leonard, who has played 68 or 69 games, and he has to get slandered for accepting the Team USA offer. See, when these on-air personalities have their players and their guys that they like, they won't push out narratives on their favorites. But boy, if they don't like you, they'll do what Stephen A. Smith just recently did to Brandon Ingram. And if you stuck around this long, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Let's check out what Stephen A. Smith just did to Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram. I'm not giving him the max. And I usually don't say stuff like that because I love the brothers to get paid. I love them to get their paper. I love them to get money. But let me just say this as diplomatically as I possibly can. When you look at his face, he consistently looks a bit detached, dare I say. Just doesn't seem to be all there. And I'm going to leave it at that. Now, let me tell you something. He was gone for 12 games. And I understand that. He had an injury. I get that. And we know that Brandon Ingram is a big-time talent. We don't see it enough. We don't see it enough. And I look at him
physique looks the same, game looks the same, doesn't seem to be growing and evolving. That's hard to invest in. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when people invest money in you, one part is because of your production. The other part is because they trust that you will continue to produce. And I don't know if the word trust can be associated with Brandon Ingram at this point. He needs to show me something against Sacramento. That's number 2.
Okay, so Stephen A. Smith was alluding to the fact that Brandon Ingram was high. And we all know how Stephen A. Smith feels about players and marijuana and smoking weed.
Addressing the issue of weed. The weed. Because they were weed addicts. Stay off the weed.
So yeah, for Stephen A. Smith to do this to Brandon Ingram, I honestly just find it disgusting because no one else was talking about Brandon Ingram in that way. It's not surprising. It's not shocking. It's just disgusting and uncalled for, man. Y'all get in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about today's video. Don't forget to hit that like button if you made this far in the video as well. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Comment down new sub if you're a new sub. Catch you guys on the next video. And we out, guys. Peace.